The $48,000 favor, my no-good deed goes unpunished story. I worked as an accountant for a small downtown office. My boss Frank was the office favorite, jovial, family-oriented and kind. But when his wife left him he fell apart, showing up late, smelling of whiskey and ignoring clients. Feeling immense pity and loyalty since Frank had given me my first accounting job, I started covering for him. I stayed late, fixed his invoicing errors and lied to upper management about his absences. Frank noticed and was effusive, calling me the backbone of the department and promoting me to team lead. I felt I was doing a good deed, helping a friend in crisis. The audit and the setup. The situation collapsed when corporate announced a routine audit. I wasn't worried, I kept excellent records for my own work. 2 serious auditors showed up, and on Thursday they called me into the conference room. We found a discrepancy, the woman said. $48,000 missing from the operating account. They turned their laptop to me. Every suspicious transaction, payments to unknown vendors, transfers to unfamiliar accounts, was processed using my login, my credentials, and my digital signature. My hands went numb. I hadn't stolen anything, but I immediately realized what had happened. Frank, claiming his card reader was broken or the vendor was threatening to drop us, had repeatedly asked me to use my login to process urgent payments. I scrambled to show the auditors the proof, screenshots of texts and emails from Frank asking me to process those specific transfers to help him out. The ultimate betrayal. The auditors took my phone. 30 minutes later they returned, looking confused. Every single message I had shown them, the texts, the emails, the call logs, was gone from the company server, completely wiped. They called Frank in. He arrived, sat across from me and looked me straight in the eye. "I never asked Carla to do any of that," he said calmly. "I don't know why she would use my name." He then suggested with a sad shake of his head, "I think the stress of the promotion got to her." I was suspended that afternoon and walked out like a criminal. 2 weeks later, my employment was officially terminated. They couldn't prove my intent, but since my name was on every transaction, they had to let me go. My career was destroyed, I couldn't find another accounting job and ended up applying for receptionist positions. Justice deferred. 6 months later, I heard through a former coworker that Frank had been promoted to regional supervisor and transferred to the northern branch. Corporate had decided to bury the issue to avoid negative attention. I sat in my apartment staring at the message and then I acted. I called the IRS and gave them everything, the dates, the account numbers, the names of the fake vendors, and told them exactly who to investigate. 14 months later I got the call. The IRS found it. Frank had set up a shell company and funneled every dollar into his own account. He had been embezzling for 2 years before I even started covering for him. He was arrested at his new office for fraud and embezzlement. The company called, offering me my job back with back pay and a formal apology. I told them no.